Hi, this is Marina from Darkstar Astrology, bringing you the new format of, well, I'm going to call this State of Darkstar because I've just come to the conclusion that I'm spreading myself out too thin. Most people on YouTube don't have a website to maintain as well, and I do, and I've let it go a bit. So I've had to really work on it to start getting it back up in the rankings, and I was kind of blaming it on the subject matter that I was talking about, but actually I just found out I had about 300 broken links. I'd messed up with it big time, and because I just hadn't been concentrating on it, and there's lots of SEO things that I didn't know about. And anyway, so I've redesigned the website. I've been working on these lovely like menus and things. I've brought back the monthly horoscopes because a year ago I gave them up so I could focus more on YouTube, and I thought, you got to be brave, make a daring decision. But in a year later, the income's just plummeted, and it would have been all right if YouTube, if I'd got loads of patrons on YouTube and the channel really took off, but it just really hasn't. Probably because the subject matter is just I don't think you can mix astrology with the subject matter that I'm talking about, the matrix stuff. It's crazy because really they do go together, and it's all about symbols, but it doesn't. You have to do one or the other. So what I'm going to do is, for the moment, I have to concentrate on my website. I have to write the 2021 horoscopes as well. And I also want to get into medical astrology as well. So I'm going back to my website for now. But what I will do every week is do a sort of like, come to my website and do a kind of advert for it, really. And then you could see, I'm still doing my moons. It's just that they are, they're on the website, and everything that I do on the website, I just kind of repeat on YouTube, and then I do my rants at the end, which isn't on the website. But the thing is, I just feel like I've said everything I can about covert operations, propaganda. I've said it enough. And I'm kind of just missing being an artist and drawing and being happy. I just want to be happy. And I'm fed up with being stressed out about the world. I think you can only say so much, and it becomes unhealthy to fixate on these lizards, basically. When I had quite good fun doing, where was he? Oh God, I can't find it now. But these are all by the way, these are the monthly horoscopes. And yeah, like the Venus retrograde, that's an important post. So, and it's nice to have that on YouTube. But again, I'm just repeating what I've written here and adding some extra bits. By the way, I also have on the monthly horoscopes what Venus retrograde means for each sign. So, you can go to those, and there's the love horoscope at the bottom. So there's that. And another thing that I've been working on as well is that, like, when you go to my site, all about your star sign, you have the monthly, the yearlies, and Aries rising, but I want to add more to each archetype, because there are, and this is when I want to get into medical astrology, because there are remedies and herbs and just correspondences, like, iron obviously is associated with Aries and Mars, and nettles because they're prickly. And I just find all that fascinating. It was all because I read an article about what's the astrological association of chocolate in an astrological magazine. And I thought, that's so interesting. I think it's Venus Pluto, but anyway, so I want to sort of get into that more, get into the health astrology, and I just can't do it all with doing YouTube as well, because YouTube takes me a whole day, whereas if I do it this way, just concentrate on the website, upload. This is on QuickTime. I'm just doing screen record and go through what I've been doing. And you can see, and I'll leave the links on the bottom, and then you can sort of update it from there, or keep up with me or follow me from there, because I know some people like listening to it. I know that, but it just doesn't work for me anymore. When I move and when I can afford to not rely on my income from the website, which is, it's my main income, then I can maybe, indulge on YouTube a bit more. But the astrology and the politics just don't mix. So when I do go back to YouTube, I might still do my state and matrix, but I think I'll be just more likely to be doing ranting just on its own, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know what to do, to be honest. But the website has to stay astrology. And I sort of do compartmentalize a little bit. So I've got on Instagram here is all the nice arty things and my walks and more my sort of personal things. And then on Twitter is the rants. So I still talk about the astrology there, but then I do share, because then I feel like I'm doing my bit to share people who are talking about the truth, and they're doing it much better than I can. And that's the thing, I don't want to spread myself out too thin. This is the problem with bloody Gemini rising, is you want to do everything. There are people who are, look at this. so this is just my easy way of like putting up things that really get on my nerves. So I may rant more on Twitter now, because I'll need an outlet. And then, Facebook for all the astrology posts. I never get political on Facebook, because it's just, it's just Lizard Central there. And I also made my personal profile totally anonymous now. Got a nice picture of, I just love that. Bjorn from ABBA. So yeah, I said, withdrawing from Facebook due to this 1984 issue with them, and looking forward to a life offline with a full face-to-face contact with real human beings. You see, that's what I want to do. I have realised I've spent so much time in front of the computer, and interacting with people on YouTube has kind of been almost like a substitute for real life, and I don't want it to be. And then, I make friends with people in America, but I can never meet them in real life. I want to meet people where I live. So if I concentrate on my website, get my finances sorted out, and so that I can actually travel and meet people, and concentrate on the health astrology, and because my website's great. I love my website. Look at my website, how great it is. Got all the fixed stars, but it could be better. But it's getting there. Got my trending anyway. So that's it really. I just I know that synastry, that's another area that I'm really good at and need to start adding to on the website again. But I just wish there was two of me. I mean, maybe my daughter, when she grows up, she could present all my stuff on YouTube, and she's far prettier and younger than I am. So maybe she can do that, maybe I'll employ her. But, there's not two of me. Unfortunately, I wish there was, Gemini rising. But until then, I want to do my readings. I will do the odds YouTube. Maybe I'll do it every week just to update you. And also, if this works out well, if people like this, this new format, I know it's much quicker. All I'm going to do is just record it, not edit it, bang it up. No fancy intro titles. It's just going to be me ranting or rambling on. Sorry about that. And just showing you around my website and what I've done this week. And, here, moon phases. I made a nice new moon phase chart, because apparently that's good SEO to link to this with the I've got the lunar eclipse meaning for all signs. Yeah, I've got to update that with the next one that's coming up. So yeah. So I will do that. I will update you every week. It'll be much quicker. But you'll have to come to the website to read them for full instead of me reading it all out for you. Sorry. But you know, I just have to be realistic. That's the thing, realistic. And things like that, the aspects. I love writing the aspects. This is another thing. So I was doing, I've got all the sun with moon, sun with Mercury, and by each aspect, although I've kept the soft ones together. So you've got sun, trine or sextile Mars versus, where's the other one? Sun, square, opposition Mars. I mean, these are old. I've got to update these images. But then, so I had that, but I'm going to keep those as the separate aspects. But when I get onto Mercury out, I will, because I've got so many to do. What I had was, for example, I had Neptune, I had Venus square Neptune, because that's coming up. And I had that as a separate post. But now I've put them, because I thought I'm just repeating myself again. You know, when you talk about, is there that much difference between Venus conjunct Neptune and Venus square Neptune? There's just a slight difference. So I put them together. So I've got now Venus Neptune aspects, and I will add the soft ones, because I haven't done that. Venus sextile Neptune and Venus trine. But so far I've got Venus opposition, square, and conjunct Neptune. And then I'll put a nice little quote by people that have them. And then the main thing. And I'm using this illustrator, Love His Staff. Where have I credited him? Oh my God, I haven't credited him. Where is he? I'll have to do that. But yeah, I shall do that. I forgot to add it. What was his name? Oh my God. It's the Voyager Tarot. It's the Voyager Tarot. Anyway, you'll see it when you come to it next time, by the time you get to it. So anyway, so that's the plan. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you. I'll probably update these every Sunday. And if you've got any questions, post them in the comments below, and I will answer them next Sunday. I think that will be the best thing, because I'd like to teach, and you can ask me anything, and maybe that'll be the best way, because then instead of just ranting on about things, I'll be able to tell you things you actually want to know about. So yeah, I'll do that. All right then. So thanks for listening. All the best. Bye bye.